Something must fit here. Something must fit here. Case closed. How can I unlock this? Unlock this. Unlock. Something must fit here. Unlock this. Unlock. Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. Love, Nancy. Something must fit here. Something must fit here. Case closed. How can I unlock this? Unlock this. Unlock. Something must fit here. Unlock this. Unlock. Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. Love, Nancy.
Hello. How is everyone doing? Congratulations on first, Kiwi. His music goes kind of hard. It's really good, right? It was created by Chainsaw Cody, who has been in here before. He also streams, and his girlfriend Dizzy is also a streamer and one of our mods. Hold on, I'm trying to pull something up. Okay. Hi, Steffi. How are you? It has been a while. How are you doing? Your hair is so luscious. Oh, thanks. I washed it yesterday. And I had it up in a mom bun all day yesterday and some of today. And I have taken it down. And so when it's like wet hair that's dried like for a day in a mom bun, and I take it down, it looks great. Also, Steffi, I have not forgotten you. I owe you an OK Boomer game. I am planning on mailing things out this next week. I have everything assembled finally to mail, and then I'm going to mail it out this next week. So be on the lookout. I will message you when I mail it out too, so you'll know. Hi, Time Roller. How are you? My book is set for September. I got an editor. Nice. That's so good. I'm so happy for you. So how are y'all doing? Sorry, stream was delayed a little bit. I was actually playing a board game with my son, and we weren't close to being done. We were like halfway through the rounds, and it was like 7:30, and I was like, I need to let y'all know. And he was like really enjoying the game too. Like there's sometimes that we go to play a game, and it might take too long or something, or he's not like super focused. And so then he's like, I think I'm done. Like he'll be like done playing, and but he really liked this one. It was really cool. It was called Cryptid Cafe by Squatchy Games and 25th Century Games. And it is really fun. It's like you know what? I don't know the difference between worker placement and set collection. I'm trying to think what that game would be classified as. Basically, every turn, so you have customers that come into your restaurant, in your cafe, and every turn you send servers up to the chef to collect food. And when you get the food tokens, then you use the food tokens to feed the customers to fulfill their orders. And if you fulfill their orders, then you get to place the customer card into the served customers pile, and you get the money. They tip you. And they like progress down this like customer satisfaction like row. So if they get down the row, if you're not able to fulfill their order and they get all the way down, and when it's time to move them down, because at the end of like when you're cleaning up at the end of a round, you have to move each customer down one space. So they get a little bit more unhappy. But if they go to move down a space and there's not a space there, like they're out, then they walk out, and you will lose points based on whatever says on the bottom of their card. And then basically at the end of the game, whoever has the most money and tips wins the game. It's really cool. The artwork is super cute. I posted a picture in the Discord if you want to take a peek at what it looks like. I'm definitely going to do a full review of it and a little TikTok video, so keep an eye out, and probably show it off as a board game of the week, because I really like it. It was really cool. I'm glad I got it. I've been so busy with TikTok and author stuff, I had to grind hard to get to the point of lives. That's okay. I'm glad that you've been grinding and you have a like date set and an editor. That's good progress. So I say job well done. Job well done. And being a mom at the same time, that's a lot. I know. But yeah, it's been a really, really good day today. I don't know what y'all did today. Let me know what y'all did today. If you did anything fun or exciting, or if you just relaxed, that's exciting. Took some time for yourself. We went to the park. We took the kids to the playground. Maud and I actually played a couple of games this morning. We played a game called Retrograde, which is like a roll and write game that's like Space Invaders themed. And both games we played today are from this company called Resonim. And that one was pretty fun. Maud didn't like that one as much as he liked the other one we played. The other one we played was called Surrealist Dinner Party. And basically you have these dinner guests. You seat these dinner guests at your table. And they're all different like surrealist artists. And they all want different things. So very similar. It's funny that I played that and Cryptid Cafe. So I was just like serving people all day. But that one plays really well too, because basically you're seating them for dinner. It's like a dinner party, and each round is a course. And there's like this really cute little silver tray that goes on the middle of the table that you put the little food or whatever like goes, like if it's a wine token, or if it's a food token or a dessert token or whatever, you know. You put it on the little silver tray, and then you collect from that tray to place on your little people's cards. That one's actually really cool too. The design of that one is awesome. So yeah, lots of gaming happened today. And we're gonna also game more tomorrow, because I want to knock out I need to like play some games. Hi, Heartless. Let me grab OK Boomer. And we will play Silent Gen. Hold on. Let me adjust over here. Okay. Let's see. So your choices are hang on. Okay. Your choices are history or science and technology. Which one would you like? Also, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank goodness we didn't get like a sports one. That would be something else. History? Okay. Alright, so this question is just for Heartless, so nobody else can answer right now. Heartless. What Wisconsin senator became the public face of anti-communism following his allegation of communists within the United States Department, the U.S. State Department in 1950? See if you know it without me having to read it again. I can definitely read it again if you need me to. Joseph McCarthy. That is correct. That is correct. Let me... hold on. Let me mark down that you're going to get 25 points. I don't think Banshee is here right now. Then I'll ask everyone the science question. Okay. All right, here we go. This is for everybody to answer. So the first person who posts the correct answer in chat gets the 25 points and your name on the leaderboard if you're not already there. And I don't count off for spelling. Sorry, I keep like wanting to yawn. It must have been a longer, like a heavier day on me than I expected. Anticipated, I guess. I don't know. All right, here we go. Science. What synthetic material created by DuPont in 1935 was commonly used to make women's stockings? What synthetic material created by DuPont in 1935 was commonly used to make women's stockings? Kiwi got it. It was nylon. All right. Kiwi. I know my tights. God, I haven't worn... I only wear tights whenever I do shows. Like theater shows, then I gotta wear tights. 25 points. Nice. I'm lagging. All right. So 25 points for Heartless and 25 points for Kiwi. Okay, I refreshed. All right, before we dive in, so tonight we're going to play Nancy Drew, which if you haven't seen Nancy before, if you're not sure what that is, it's they were games created in the 90s, late 90s, point and click games that contain puzzles. The music is really loud for you. Am I just not loud enough? Do I need to move the mic closer to my mouth? Because I can completely move the mic closer. Let me know. Is it too loud? I can also turn the music down a little bit. Is that better? I turned it down a little bit. Does that sound better? Hopefully that helped. So we're playing Nancy Drew. That's better. Okay, good. We're playing Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew, they were like educational games made for girls. That's how they were marketed at first in the 90s. And they're point and click games. There's a story. You're talking to characters. But there's also puzzles. They always have a couple puzzles. Some have a lot of puzzles. And there's always some learning aspect. You're always learning something about something in the game because of the educational part. The last one we played, we learned a lot. That's probably the heaviest. I think, I'm trying to think. I feel like that's the heaviest learning, Nancy. I could be completely wrong. I'm trying to think. Maybe what's the name of it? The one where the guy actually dies. That one might be learning as well, like have a little more learning in it than a little more learning heavy, the sciencey one. I feel like Scarlet Hand is like, there's so much learning in that game. Ghost Dogs though is a fun one. It's one that is very nostalgic for me. It's a good one, and there's some puzzles in there. It's not a puzzle heavy one, I would say, not like a super puzzle heavy one, but it does have more puzzles than I think Final Scene does. So yeah, but it's a good one. So we're gonna play that tonight. We're gonna play it on Senior. The last time we played on Junior. I don't think I've ever played it on Senior, and I don't even know if Senior changed. I don't feel like Senior Detective changes anything for some of them, like the older ones that I've seen so far. Like, I really don't feel like Senior changed anything in Scarlet Hand, because the quiz questions were still the same. Even the mini games where I like had to do the height and the distance for that like ball thing through the hoop, that was the same, because I had the answers written down in my notebook as to like which each one was set as, and that was the same. So I don't know if that one changed as much on Senior. I do know when we get further, and to be honest, there might be a point where we don't play on Senior, but when we get further and we have a task list, when there's a task list, I don't remember when the task list comes into it. I believe you do not have a task list when you are playing on Senior Detective. And that kind of sucks, because I enjoy the task list. I really enjoy crossing things off. So that will suck when we reach those and we don't have our task list. But before we get started, let me really quickly shout out the board game of the week, so you guys can go check it out if you want. So the board game of the week is Tinder Blocks. Sorry, the light is like super blocking it. This is what it looks like. It's super small, very compact, travels well. It's a dexterity game. 2 to 6 players, 3 to 15 minutes, ages 6 and up. I did make a highlight video. So that is down below if you want to see the game in more detail, like what the pieces look like and everything. I did make that video down below. I'm going to make a TikTok tomorrow to post about it. This is by Alley Cat Games, and essentially you have a campfire card in the middle of the table. You are drawing a card on your turn. You are picking up the pieces with these tweezers, and you're adding them to the campfire pile. If at any point when you add things to the pile, the stuff falls off, or you knock anything off, you are out of the game. Whoever is left in the game at the end wins. So it's a fun one. It's really quick to play, super easy to teach. Just a fun, light travel game, essentially. So highly recommend this one if you just want something small that travels well and you can teach anybody. So there is the link if you guys want to get it for yourself. It's a fun one. Alley Cat also has some other games that I really want that are not that small. So I'm hoping maybe at the next convention I can grab one of the other games. They have one that's called Dice Theme Park, and that one looks really cool. Alright, my microphone is like... I can hear the like reverb. Turn it down just a little bit more. Okay. Let's open Nancy. Get started. Steam. Nancy Drew. Now I feel like this is another one where we're gonna have to just save a lot. These older Nancy Drew games every now and then have a tendency to glitch, and then you're screwed if you haven't saved your game. Hi Ruby. Switch over to PC. How are you? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, let me do some shout outs real quick before we start. There's Ruby. And Ruby, let's see. Time Roller and Heartless. Here we go. Oh, Ruby, I totally missed your message. Can you post it again? I can't scroll up. Sorry. Before I could read it. All the shout outs took it away. They just like moved it up. I said I was good and just did my little shop audition. What part did you audition for? God, it's such a good show. Hang on, let me get rid of this. We watched that at Mod School. I think you were in here when I mentioned that, and they did a great job. And it's just so good. The kids have requested to listen to the soundtrack now, which I will not say no. Like I will never not want to listen to that soundtrack. It's so good. I mean, would die to be Audrey because she is my whole vibe, but I would be happy in any role. Honestly, Ruby, if you didn't get Audrey, if they cast you as an urchin, that's such a fun role. Like vocally, it's fun. You're on stage a lot, and you get to have sass. Like that's a good one too. Because those are strong characters as well. But yeah, Audrey's such a fun role too. The urchins are the leads, in my opinion. Yeah, when I was in it, I played Crystal. I was so mad they had to bow first. They're on 98% of the time. Yeah, that's weird. When we did it, we bowed before... all the like Skid Row people bowed, like the bums, and then the people who played the interviewers, and then the dentist, and Mushnick bowed. We bowed before Seymour and Audrey. And then the Audrey 2 and the puppeteer, the guy who played the voice, he like would pop his head out, and the puppeteer would open the mouth, and God, it's such a good show. I would do that show again.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost
All right.
Dogs of Moon Lake.
Here we
to
go.
Start playing, choose either junior or senior detective. Dear Ned, remember Sally McDonald, the woman who
Senior
took
detective.
those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a
Did
house
you get a
in
sparkly
Moon Lake,
outfit for the
Pennsylvania.
opening?
A gangster named
Yes.
Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major
Yeah,
fixer-upper.
the costumes
Anyway,
for that
last
show
night
were
Sally
so
called and she
fun.
said she desperately needed my detective skills. She
So
refused to say
fun.
why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd
It's
drive
such
to
a good
Moon Lake
show.
immediately. But
That's
weird
when I would
things
never
started
get tired of
happening
doing,
the moment
honestly.
I pulled up. First,
And
this
listening
big
to. I
tree
love the
fell down
music.
behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered
Look
that
at Nancy's
Sally's
car.
gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night.
She has such
She's
a nice
supposed to call
car.
me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
Ever yours. When Nancy used to sign all her letters to Ned. Ever yours, Nancy. So we have to mail something, right? Oh, okay. This is when she has her handy Palm Pilot. What? I heard www.herinteractive.com is a great place to learn about the latest detective techniques. I'll have to check that out when I get back home. The version I saw, the urchins were fabulous and Audrey was kind of bland. Like, girl, could you be a literal cartoon character? Please take one risk. I know you can have so much fun with Audrey. The voice acting is so nice that streamers don't have to read everything. Yes. That is the nice part. Sally McDonald called, asked me to come to the Moon Lake, needed a detective, but wouldn't say why. And we had Bess and we have Sally. I think Sally said we have to call her, right? We can't actually call people. We have to use a telephone. And we have a pen for some reason. Okay, I think we have to call Sally first. Oh, or she will call us.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
Couldn't even if I wanted to.
One of your trees seems to have other plans for me.
Couldn't leave if I wanted to. I'm gonna answer all second answers.
Let me put it this way. Unless someone who just happens to have a chainsaw just happens to come by, my car's not going anywhere.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it.
If you had,
Call M's
it wouldn't
Emporium.
be stuck.
That's a store on the lake. Emily
Case would
knows
be
everybody.
closed.
She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm not in any hurry to leave.
You will be. Okay, look. I just bought
you
a little
will be.
outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
Okay. Why?
Why? What on earth do you think is gonna happen?
The dogs. Those dogs. nowhere.
Sally,
They're outside.
Sally, you're
howling
cutting
and
out.
snarling.
Teeth and claws.
Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
All right, well. What's this? Check out squeaking mice. That literally sounds like it's
What is that?
right behind us. Like right behind us. Here's the doggies. We can't do anything with that right now. I think that's all we can. Ooh, it is coming from like my right ear speaker though. So don't walk over there because there's like boards over there. Let's go see what that noise is. Go investigate.
Something's out there.
Now look what you've done. That was a Strixvaria. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
Didn't sound like a bird, but okay. A Strix what?
A Strix what?
Strix
Guy fucking
area.
sucks. I know,
Bar
right?
now. Real hard to spot. And it doesn't help that you're out here making more noise than a jumbo
Yeah, he's
jet.
more of a hindrance.
My name's Nancy Drew. Have you been
Straight
out
up
here
perp,
long?
yeah.
For a couple hours.
A peeping
Name's
Tom.
Red Knot, by the way.
A peeping
And
knot.
now that we've exchanged pleasantries, why don't
Nancy
you just
Drew is so
skedaddle on
nostalgic.
out
It
of here
really
and
is.
leave me to my words?
Did you hear that screeching?
Didn't you hear all that screeching?
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
Again. It didn't sound like a good job.
I drove in today from River Heights to visit my friend Sally McDonald.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
Well, she's not here, so.
You've met Sally?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last
Ew,
time I saw
not him
her,
doing
she
a
wasn't
mating
doing
call
so
at midnight in
good.
the dark.
She
I
acted real anxious,
know.
scared.
I know. It just makes it worse.
What do you think was scaring her?
The dogs. The dogs of
The
Mickey
dogs.
Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was
The
finally
dogs of
arrested
Mickey
and hauled away,
Malone.
his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear
It's
them
just puppies. It's fine.
howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time
Well,
someone
how he
tries
got
living in
quieter.
the Malone house, back they come.
And went silent. He got like so much quieter. He like whispered at us. What's the second response? What do
What
the
do
dogs
the dogs do?
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at
around.
the doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone both.
He's whispering again. Sir, speak up.
Did they ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance. After the first attack, she stopped going out at night. Just locked the doors when it got dark and sat tight until morning.
Why haven't the police investigated?
Police?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew.
Oh,
All they
okay.
got around here is one officious
Why
little
didn't the
park
sheriff
ranger.
investigate
And all
then?
Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Are you a native of Moon Lake?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for
He
birds.
has committed a hate crime. Oh,
Got
for
an
sure.
observation
For
platform just
sure.
up the path. Kind of my base
For
camp.
sure.
And I've got a little outboard down there on the lake.
Absolutely.
Left my
I mean,
car
if
at the
the
big dock
outfit
up lake.
alone
Don't really need it.
isn't a hate crime.
Are those the ghost dogs?
The
Yes,
plaid with the
Which is why
camo.
I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house.
Sir.
Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
All right. Well, I guess we're going back inside.
This
Oh.
is not good.
They're gonna get us. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my god. As he's like, I'm gonna go upstairs. Puppies. Glowy-eyed puppies. Wait, I don't want to go to sleep. Let's read the notes around the room. Get well water tested ASAP. What do we got in here? We got a flashlight. Oh, here's the map. This game would have terrified me as a kid. Yeah, it was definitely spooky as a kid, I felt like. Harry thought you could use this map to the cemetery. You'll find lots of bait. Along the way, especially at night. The cemetery is real hard to find. I get lost a bunch of times. Happy fishing, George. Okay, we got our map. Nancy, I'm really, really sorry, but I just can't face another night here. I'm going to my aunt's in Philadelphia. Doors open. Make yourself at home. We'll call you from my car. Sally. And then she left us her cell phone number. And then she said, please don't hate me. This sequence always terrified me as a kid. I always immediately went to bed. Yeah. Also, hey, Ace Penguin Herder. No, it's definitely terrifying as a kid. Get dead tree cut down. And we got some bananas. Keep our potassium up. Is there anything else for us to do right now over here? I don't think so. I guess we'll go to bed. Okay. So we have to go check out the boat. She said there was a boat.
The boat's full of water. I need to bail out the boat.
All right. We're gonna need a bucket. And a bucket and a mop.
Looks like paw prints.
Paw prints. Oh yeah, I do see them. I was like, wait, where? They're right there.
I need a bucket.
Oh, we got one. Let's go back. Bail out the water. Got a handy dandy screwdriver.
The spark plug is missing.
No.
I gotta have some torque.
Oh, that's right.
The spark plug is missing.
Okay. Because I'm going to have to plus. Huh. I was too young to play this click type of Nancy Drew game, but I played Nancy Drew on the DS where you could walk around and investigate. I have not played those, and I really want them. And we have a DS. I just never played those. Grab our life vest. Let's go explore. Go out this way.
This must be Red's observation platform.
It looks like it. Okay. Here's the
A face only a gnome could love.
Nancy. A key. I don't think we can get anything else. Oh, this goes here.
Oh, the key broke off.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
It's locked.
Your key breaks off.
It's locked.
We need like bolt cutters or something. Oh, wait. Never mind. Whatever that is. Hammer and some nails. Anything else? Nope. Okay. So we have a hammer and nails. We have some kind of mask. Can't get down there. This is also the fun game of bug collecting. Nancy. Get you someone who's as interested in you as Nancy is in literally everything around her. She's always so interested in everything. Okay.
Rotten floorboards. Watch your...
Oh no. Second chance. We need some wood though. We're not gonna be able to fix those floorboards right now. Let's call Sally back, maybe? I'm trying to remember where we get the wood from. 3, 8, 9. We probably have to go explore the woods, too.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did. And I can
I
understand
did
why
see
you
them.
left. They were pretty frightening.
They
But
were
if it's
scary.
okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the
And
bottom
adorable.
of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
When was the first time you saw the dogs?
I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night, howling in the distance. But I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
Okay.
Did they always come around the same time,
Gotta get our
or did it
backstory.
vary?
Actually, they always came around the same time. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
What about River Heights? Can you think of anyone there who'd want you to sell your house at Moon Lake and move back to River Heights?
You mean like an angry ex-boyfriend or something? Nope, I sure can't.
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything.
Oh, she sent us here with no water.
Testing done for me, I'd really appreciate
Nancy's
it.
gonna be really
and watch where
stinky.
you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep hearing these faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
Your outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole.
Oh my god.
But you need that boat, Nancy. Right now, it's your lifeline. You can't use your car, and believe me, you can't walk anywhere because all the paths around the house end in this thick, horrible brush. You've got to get it fixed. Wait a minute. The bird watcher, he's got a boat. Maybe you could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform.
Yeah, we get it. So we gotta talk to him at night.
He never seems to be
Get the
around
spark
during the
plug.
day.
Who did you say I should call about getting rid of that tree?
Emily Griffin. She doesn't bother answering her phone sometimes, so don't call her. Go see her. Her store's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself, M's Emporium is something else.
How well do you know her?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
Okay.
How do I go about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east side of the lake. I've been told you can get some kind of kit there.
We get to see the doggy in this one. I mean, you know, other than our spooky dogs. We get to see, the doggy.
Where'd all that stuff in your tool shed come from?
Ranger
It's just
Acres
junk left
dog.
behind by previous owners.
I
Came
forgot
with the
about
house.
that.
I've been meaning to take inventory and start pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
Talk to
Okay.
you later.
Bye.
Let's go ahead and call Bess while we've got the phone in front of us. Okay. So we can talk to Bess.
Nancy, how's it going?
Hey, Bess. How'd you know it was me?
Telepathy, of course. Just another of my many talents. You are so full of it. She got caller ID, Nancy. So now instead of
Ooh,
hanging
caller
up on the
ID.
geeks that always call her, she just doesn't answer the phone. Very funny. So what's up?
Do y'all remember when caller ID first came out? I do.
Believe it or not, on some nights, this
Let's
house
update
gets
them.
attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Hi,
You say
Lufisra.
dogs? She couldn't have George. Dogs don't attack houses.
How are you?
Not only did these dogs attack Sally's
They have
house,
yellow
they had eyes
eyes.
that glowed yellow. A bird watcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's place on Moon Lake was a gangster. The bird
You
watcher
just woke
said that
up?
the ghosts of his
Nice.
dogs
You
show
get
up
to sleep
every
in a
time
little bit.
someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs?
That's
like
good.
there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
Ghosts. Yeah, like Scooby Doo.
I could sure use a
Let's
nice
see.
big hint
We'll
right
always
about
take
now.
a hint.
You're gonna be dead in the water, as it were, until you get Sally's boat fixed. Go find that bird watcher. He has a boat too, so he must know where you can get a spark plug.
I can't remember where we get the
Bye, you guys.
See ya. Bye.
the wood from to fix the floors. Let's go explore the. Actually, let's go talk to him first. Because I think he gives us the container to get the bugs, right? So we're going to have to explore the woods then anyway.
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
Well, that's wonderful. Why are they making us talk to this pervert? I know. Why?
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Well, I like how low his voice is. Well, does that mean you'd like me to call you Mr. Red Knot? We're gonna
Does
say
that mean you'd like me to call you Mr. Red Knot?
All right then. Hello, Nancy. Now put a muffler on it, would ya? I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Oh
Did
my
you say
God.
last night that you have an outboard motorboat?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed
Yeah,
on Moon
right.
Lake.
Put a muffler on.
Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too.
You, sir.
Have
put a
everybody get
muffler on
around
it.
by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
You're not exactly a people person, are you?
I came to see birds, not people.
Why is he
The
yelling
more
at
people
us?
there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for
So he
miles.
doesn't eat. Got it, got it.
You don't happen to have any spare spark plugs lying
He
around,
upsets
do
me
you?
so
What's a
deeply,
pretty young
right?
lady like you know about spark plugs?
I'm a very curious person, Mr. Knott. I like to know things.
We're
I might be
answering
able to
all
help you
second
out.
options.
After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
Oh, God.
But I don't want to leave you unprepared.
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if
How
I give
great.
you one, what do I get for
He's
it?
like, what will you
I
do
don't
for
need
me for
cash,
this spark
But
plug?
maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
This is where it gets weird. You're like, what kind of pictures? What kind of pictures do you want?
My friend Bess just got one for her
Oh.
birthday. I helped her figure out how to use it.
There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PepSob.
For
That's People
peep,
for the
peep,
Preservation
peep
and Study
sob?
of Birds.
Pep
You can
Sob.
recognize them by their songs.
Hate
which
this
are on
game
this
so
tape,
much.
Which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to
What's
get
a
from
digital
M's Emporium
camera?
as soon as you get your boat fixed.
Hi, Banshee.
Think you can handle that?
I think I can handle that. I think I can handle a camera. Nancy's like, nope, I don't know what that is. Is this one of your faves? Honestly, I don't hate it. It's very nostalgic for me. But I do have to agree with Ruby. He's not my favorite character. He's not a good character. I don't like him. Also, hi, Rooftop Song.
Sounds good.
Here's everything you'll need.
Okay, let's
M's
take the
Emporium
camera.
is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything.
Wait,
but
is that our
try
spark
not to
plug?
come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Only when I'm on fire.
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you? Well, these woods may not look it, but they're
Everyone
tinder
loves it, and I
dry.
don't know why other
One lit
than the
match,
secret room
and
bingo.
the
The
best
secret room is
bird
cool.
habitat on the East Coast
And
will go up
nostalgia.
in
It's
smoke.
really just
so watch
nostalgia.
what you do, because if anything like that
And the
happens, I
puppies.
won't be
I like
looking
the
for birds
puppies.
anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
Jeff Akers. Yeah. I actually don't mind Jeff Akers. I don't mind Jeff Akers. I don't mind his dog. And yeah, I like the stuff in the basement. Hi, Nancy Drew Sleuth. Love the atmosphere. Yeah, the doggos. I love the doggos. Akers' dog, though, especially. Because we actually get to pet it, don't we? We don't get to pet, is it Toomey? From C? Also, I'm in and out because I'm making dinner. What are you making? Okay, this is our spark plug?
It's not safe to take the boat out at night.
I just want to fix the spark plug, Nancy. God, this is responsible over here. The one time. Oh, let's read this. Leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other 3. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night. Awesome. Let's go to bed. Vegetarian sausage and tortellini. Yum, I love a pasta dish. That sounds good. What is this tape? Oh, bird calls. We don't have a tape recorder though. We have to get one from the shop, I think. Wait, stop. We don't need to look at this. Hi, Mama. Hi, chat. How's Nancy? Hey, Jetpack. It's good. Other than Red not asking us to take pictures for him. Trying to exchange spark plugs for pictures. Oh my god. My mouse decided to do something crazy. Okay. It's plus 0 minus plus. So I'm guessing I think that one's right. That one probably is the middle. What is it? Minus plus. If I'm thinking correctly. Okay, let's see if that worked. No, excuse me. Oh my god, stop. Close. How do you close it? Oh my god, close the top. How do I close this top? It won't. It just wants me to look at this. It will let me... Oh no. We're never leaving. Have you tried backing up? No, I have not. Okay, let's try again. Clearly, I am a boat expert. Alright, let's go to M's Emporium. Oh, man. That sign looks like she wrote it and put it up.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium.
It's our
I'm
good
Emily
friend. It's our good friend Emily Griffin. I was like, her last name has to be spelled different.
I'm Nancy Drew.
She's also
Sally
boring.
McDonald said you might be able to help me.
I like helping people. Of course, I like selling.
I just feel like
stuff
she
even better.
should just do
But
this
keep
all the
talking.
time. I like helping people.
Well, Sally invited me to come out and stay with her for a while. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
Didn't they use
A
her? Okay, didn't
chainsaw?
they use her face for someone else? Or wasn't there like talk about that? Them using the model of like her for another character? Nancy Drew community, I know, will know what I'm talking about. Isn't that a thing? I feel like I heard that somewhere. She's also boring. Girl, I don't know. Well, fine. You haven't heard about that? I thought I heard about that. Wow, I thought that was a thing. Maybe not. Hold on. Emily Griffin. Maybe I'm thinking of another person then. Maybe another game. But I don't think you're supposed to like her. No, I don't think you are either. I don't think you are either. This is too niche. Google doesn't know what I'm asking. It's like, what? Yeah, it has literally no clue what I'm asking it. You know who might know, though? Chloe. Also, Google wants to correct the spelling on her last name. Nope. She spelled it that way. Emily makes an appearance via email and no, I was thinking that they used her, the designers used her character model and like changed things for another character in another game. I thought I had heard that at some point. If we happen to, if I see, next time I see Kalina or Chloe, I will ask, because I bet Chloe would know. And then Kalina would know. But yes, she does make an appearance in Danger by Design. She's like a big fan. of the lady, the like designer.
What I really need is for someone to come
And
out
didn't
and
she write
remove
her
the
from,
tree
like-
that fell
oh,
in
well, hold
Sally's
on.
driveway.
I'll get
Spoilers
Tucker
for
Davis
anybody
to
who hasn't
take
played
care of
this
it.
game.
Gotta warn you, though.
She sends her a
Tucker
letter.
tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
She couldn't
Let's see
stand
this
the
one.
thought of
We're
spending
answering
another night in
second
that
choices
house.
this
I
game.
told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but
She
trouble.
got her nails done,
And
though.
Sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally
Yes, I know what
resting
you were
in
going to say,
peace.
and yes. Yeah.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time.
This is where we
somebody
get to
buys the
organize
place.
sodas,
So
right?
the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
I was saying I don't think this game has a lot of puzzles, but it has more than Final Scene, I think. This is another one that I don't think it will take terribly long to play. Like, we could probably beat it tonight.
I caught a strange man prowling around last night. He called himself Red Knot.
The bird watcher. Comes in every
The
so often
bird
to stock
watcher.
up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Why so judgmental?
Has he been in the area long?
About as long as those pink-billed
I
warblers
don't see him
and
hugging any
purple-eyed
trees,
owls
to be
he's always
honest.
chasing have been around. Couple of months, I guess.
Mr.
Okay.
Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
She said coot. Can we not?
What else can
Oh.
I do you for?
One of my favorite parts of this game is how Emily says bejeebies and shakes her head when she says it. Oh, that's funny. Did she say heebie-jeebies? Water
I need
testing.
to get the water from Sally's well tested. How would I go about doing that? Do you know?
You
Just
need to
get
get, like,
a
a
water
vial.
testing kit from the ranger station and follow the directions.
Where's the ranger
From the
station?
ranger station.
Just up lake from Sally's on the east side.
Why would there be a problem with the water?
'Cause it's well water. And seeing as Malone
Look
dug
at the
that well
subtitles.
80 years ago,
Ensean.
what gets pumped out of it could be pretty funky.
It probably is.
Where do you find your... achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes
It's
I
all-
think it grows
It's all
on
the
this stuff.
dust. It should say SAW. Saw the dust. That's what it should say.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be Party Central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving, or
God,
the
they gave her
feds
like no
suddenly
shape
showing
at
up,
all, too.
well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
folks. Ooh, sweet southern accent. Okay, hang on. Let me get my timer going. I don't know why I opened notes. All right, here we go for our sweet southern accent while we play Nancy Drew Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Let's see which answer we want to say in response. So it's finders keepers, huh?
So, it's finders keepers, huh?
That's
my-
right.
One of my
See,
favorite
recovering
point
objects from
redemptions.
the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its
She's just giving
delicate
everybody
eco-balance.
nicknames
So thanks
in this
mostly to his
game.
constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres. Are you saying you acquired this stuff illegally? That's what we're
Are
gonna
you
say because
saying
we're
you
saying
acquired
all
this
the
stuff
second
illegally?
responses in the
Of course
game.
not. It all washed up on shore.
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap.
Well,
Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way
bless
it is.
his heart.
Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why,
He's
there's
just
nothing
trying to
he'd
do
like
his
better than
best.
to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Well, why would he want that?
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around. Makes him feel important.
I
So
feel
if
like
park
she's
got
the
way
type of
bigger
person who
and
would
was
want to boss
crawling with
people
tourists,
around.
why, instead of
being
giving
honest.
out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
Guess I'll see you later.
See you later.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. Live bait sold here. These are gorgeous windows. Aren't these windows very similar to the Treasure in the Royal Tower ones? Or am I just making up more stuff? Live bait.
Ew.
I love doing that. Let's see what else can we look at. We can look at, we can't look at it yet. Not until she tells us to fix it. Is there anything else we can look at in here? Buy a piece of the past. 80 years ago, Moon Lake was crawling with gangsters, flappers, and jazz musicians from the big city. They traveled to and from parties by boat and was so rich that if they accidentally dropped something in the lake, they wouldn't even bother going after it. Each item you see here was fished out of Moon Lake and most likely belonged to some wealthy big shot. By legal means. Don't go home without buying at least one genuine artifact from the Roaring 20s. Alright, so now we need to go buy your fishing license here. Now we need to go to the ranger station. And go see that adorable puppy dog that's hanging out in the ranger station that I think we can pet if I remember correctly. Oh, he's not there. Sad.
Hello, can I help you?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm visiting the woman who bought the old Malone place, Sally McDonald. Do you know her?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm visiting the woman who bought the old Malone place, Sally McDonald. Do you know
Should be
her?
illegal to
Sally
put a dog in a
McDonald?
game that you can't
Yes,
pet. I
I've
know.
had occasion to write her up
Right?
once or twice.
I feel like we can't pet, is it Toomey? In Sea of Darkness? You find her for
You
something?
find her for something?
She littered. Food items,
Oh,
as I
well.
recall.
I guess
An
that
apple
makes
core,
sense.
crust of bread, something like
She
that.
shouldn't be littering.
She tried to argue that the animals would eat them, but litter is litter. And besides, feeding
Agreed.
the wildlife is also illegal.
We have to protect the animals. I'll be sure to remember
I'll be
that.
sure to remember that.
Being a park ranger can be a thankless job, Ms. Drew. But I know that every time I enforce a rule, I'm helping to preserve some plant or animal, however minute, for future generations of parkgoers.
Do you have something I could use to test the well
Do you
water
have
at
something I
Sally's?
could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial.
All right,
return
that is the
sample
end
to
of
me, I'll send it off, and in a day or
Sweet
two, you'll
Southern
find out
accent.
whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Banshee, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that. We are done. Ranger Anchors is a handsome fella. I know he looks nice. He's hot, but he's a nerd. No one steals lunch money. Oh my God, Ruby. I love nerds. I married a nerd. A big nerd. Both Alex and I enjoyed it. Oh, good. Hi, Alex. He is a nerd. I mean, I get it.
Do wells go bad very often?
Oh, we do have to
Depends on
learn
when
a
they were
bit in
dug.
this game. I
The older
completely
they
forgot
are,
about
the more susceptible to contamination they are.
we have to learn the Roman numerals. That's what we learn in this game. That's our like educational thing in this game.
What do you know about the pack of dogs that's been terrorizing Sally? They've scared her so bad that she's gone
This game
to
is
her
the reason I
aunt's in
know my room. I
Philadelphia.
mean,
Don't
really.
tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
Really. Oh my god, y'all. So we just watched Wakanda Forever, and I think I told you that before, but I didn't tell you that I got really excited when the like other tribe of people that they find are from Yucatan. So they're like ancient Mayan civilization. I was like, I just literally played this and like looking at the like glyphs. And when they go down and like see their world, if anybody's seen it, I'm not spoiling like a bunch, but when they go down, because they're like underwater people, when they go down, they're playing that game where you shoot the ball through the ball through the hoop. Isn't it like BAAL? I was excited. It's like, I know what this is. Thanks, Nancy Drew. I saw them myself.
Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Now, the way he feels about the dogs, I think is very contradictory. That's the only thing I don't like, because I'm like, sir, you have a dog. You have your own dog.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
As a park ranger, don't you want to know for sure what's behind these dog attacks?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Yeah. We do.
Sorry, it's my nature. But would it be okay if I asked a few
Too many
more?
questions.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but
Very invasive
I
questions.
am here to serve the public.
The more uncomfortable you feel, the happier that Nancy gets.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
We will.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger
We will
station,
definitely
is it?
ask.
It's also the Moon
All
Lake
the
Post
questions.
Office, and it's the unofficial
we need to
Moon
drop off
Lake
that letter.
Museum of Factual and Natural History.
We need to mail that letter.
I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to
I put on
protect not
mascara,
only the
and honestly, I
area's
don't know
flora
why I
and
did it.
fauna,
Because
but also its past.
my eyes are like, what the hell? You had a very busy day. Why did you put on mascara to stream? This is trying to look pretty. So you know all about Mickey Malone?
So you know all about Mickey Malone?
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
As an officer of the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts, which is illegal. It would be a lot easier for her to do her dirty work if nobody was living there.
Not only is he a nerd, but he's smart.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Thanks for all your
It would
help.
be
Always a pleasure.
helpful
Oh,
to her
and
to have
one
no
last
one
thing.
around.
The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the
Gross.
tip, Ranger Acres.
Awesome. Wait, can we put the letter in here? Wait, but I need to mail something. Wait. Why don't we have the letter anymore? Did we give it to him and I totally missed it? I guess so. Yeah, see, dog's not here. Where's the dog? How old is the tree? Can learn all about how old trees are. What else? Got some artifacts. Civilian Conservation Corps. President Franklin D. Roosevelt. 1932, when the United States is in the throes of the Great Depression, presidential candidate Franklin D. Roosevelt recognized that the country was facing two very serious problems: Its natural resources were rapidly being destroyed by soil erosion and deforestation, and thousands of able-bodied men were unemployed and desperately looking for work. So, when he was elected, Roosevelt immediately compelled Congress to pass the Emergency Conservation Work Act. It called for the establishment of a peacetime army of men who, stationed at various camps throughout the country, would undertake work projects that would save and revitalize the nation's forests, while allowing the men to earn much-needed paychecks. By the end of 1935, this army, called the Civilian Conservation Corps, had been successfully mobilized and was hard at work. 500,000 enrollees were stationed at 2,650 camps, which were located in all 48 states, as well as the territories of Hawaii and Alaska. Back then, because they weren't states. The men undertook projects ranging from building roads and fire towers to stringing telephone lines to planting billions of trees. When the CCC was abolished in 1942, it had left its mark on every state in the nation. The importance of its role in the development of recreational facilities in national, state, county, and metropolitan parks throughout the country cannot be understated. The building in which you are now sitting is a testament to the dedication and determination of Roosevelt's Tree Army. Here's a picture of the train. All right.
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Acres' permission.
All right, fine. Click on the photograph to enter. Well water. Let's see. Let's look for the colors. Do they have I can't remember if they have pictures or not. Immediately stop. If your well is more than 20 years old, has not been used or tested for more than a year, or there is a sudden change in the quality of your water, immediately stop drinking the water and disconnect your plumbing system from the well. An army of trees would be terrifying. I mean, also very effective. If you want to see an army of trees, just watch the Two Towers. And check out how the Ents took care of shit when Saruman's armies tried to come for them. But if you were on the other side of the Tree of Armies, it would be very the army of trees, it would be very terrifying. If you were the bad person, there'd be no survival. Tree of Armies. Yep. Exactly. That's what you were gonna say? Yeah. All right. I don't really think we need... I already kind of know how to prime. We have to, pump the water first, right? What else? History of Moon Lake. Nature slideshow. Park regulations. He created all this. Designed, compiled, and maintained. Alright, what else? Moon Lake is an apt moniker for this crescent-shaped freshwater lake, one of Pennsylvania's best-kept secrets. The lake is home to various species of fish, including trout, carp, and freshwater bass. Fishing is permitted with a fishing license. We have mallards, yellow-bellied flycatchers, and skunks. Fishing. Look at all these activities you can do. Boating. Hiking. None of those sound exciting to me. The heron, the otter, the trout. Dame's Rocket. Did not know that's what that was called. Chipmunk. Hey kids, check out the Moon Lakes nature highlights. Ooh. Someone didn't check the spelling. Alright.
You're back.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. So now we need to go test our water. Lyme disease. Poison ivy. Hantavirus. Never sweep. Oh, I didn't never sweep. All right, sweeping's done. We don't have to sweep anymore. And forest fires. You too can prevent forest fires. Learn to identify the poison ivy plant. You will have taken the first step in avoiding poison ivy. The popular saying, leaves of 3, beware of me. Who is sensitive? Alright. Let's go back. So we can get our water. Me, I'm sensitive. Alright. Let's go back. Test for water. We're supposed to take, bird pictures. Oh, wait. Let's get the water. I can't remember. How we,
Tweet, tweet!
oh my god, Nancy. Ooh, there's one.
Those look too rotten.
Tweet, tweet. Who did she think was under there? Some random bird? The first and only time my family went camping together, my brother-in-law threw poison oak on the campfire. Oh, no. I like how you also said the first and only time. Like, after that, you guys were like, no, we're done. No thanks. Don't want to do that again. Okay, let's look at our map so we don't get lost. I think we took a left, right?
I better be careful.
Yeah, you better be careful. I feel like we didn't walk far enough to have a fork. We must be over here. Let's take a right and see if we get to a stone pillar.
No birds here.
Oh. A shoe. Wait, where's the shoe? Oh, there it is. My mom said no more. I don't blame your mom. Okay, so there's our shoe. So we could go this way. No, there's nothing that way. Go this way. So we went this way. We'll take a right. Oh no, we want to go straight. Okay, there's the log. If we take a left, there's the stone pillar. Very exciting. Here's the log. Is on our left. We want to go this way. And then go this way. Ooh, there's one. Wait. No, stop. Okay, how do we take the picture? Oh, there we go. We got one. One down. Yellow bird. My cat is looking for the birds. Oh, really? My dog doesn't pay attention to anything on screens. Like, any noises like that. Would not pay attention. There's the log. We need to take a left. And a right. There's the shoe. Oh crap, no, we need to turn around. We're going this way. We need to take a right here. Around this corner. Now we need to go straight. Now we're on the other side. There's the, like, fallen log or whatever. Fallen tree. We'll go straight. Oop, look.
Come back!
No. She heard them and came running. Aww. Which kitty? Is it the one that you posted in the Discord? The fluffy black one? What's the fluffy black one's name? So cute. Okay, I'm looking at the fallen tree. I want to take a left. There's another log. We'll go straight to go around this corner. Okay, nothing here. Belladonna, the black one, she likes to watch birds out the window all day. So cute. She looks so fluffy, and I want to pet her. Take a right. Ooh, look, here's a blue one. Oop. So random how it lets you take pictures. She's the softest cat I've ever pet. Aww. Also, I love that name. Belladonna for like a black kitty. Fluffy kitty. There's a bluebird. Okay, we take a left, and then we're gonna, there's like the yellow jacket. Or ribbon, it's a yellow ribbon. We're gonna go this way. Nothing this way. Go back, and we'll go straight across. So we've gone this way. Let's go to the right. Ooh, look, there's one right there. Okay, that's 3 down. We got it from the show RWBY. Also, it's a deadly flower, and she's a black cat. Seemed fitting. Yes. Yeah, Belladonna is a deadly flower. I don't know what show RWBY is. Trying to think what that would be. Or is that literally what the show is called? And not an acronym. My eyes are like drying out. I might have to go like switch out into my glasses. Take a break and go put my glasses on. It's an American-made anime show pronounced Ruby. Ruby. I love how we can hear the bugs, but we can't collect them yet. Ruby. Alright, we're gonna go this way. We don't want to take that left. We want to keep going straight. Now, let's go up first. And let's get this bird.
Darn, it flew away.
No. Boo. Tree stump. We'll take a right. Nothing over here. And then this way is the graveyard. Cemetery. Bum, bum, bum. This should be all. I think we only need 3 logs. Goodness. Oma Pearl. Fiffinpaff. Piffinpaff. Cedric Cosmo Cranky. Stench. Acer Royal. Marbles. We're so sorry to have lost you. Genius. Alright, Vitus was born... Oh, hold on. I'm going to get out my Nancy notebook because I do have some stuff written down so we don't have to... Okay, yeah, I've got all this written down. I've got their birthdays. Yeah, there's not that many notes for this one. I only had 2 pages of notes for this one. Vitus. To the puppies. Xander. Then we have Lucy. And Iggy.
These look like dog tracks.
They do. Sure, let's just open the grave, Nancy. We also didn't look at... Hold on. Let's turn around. Let's look at these. Waldo, Matthias, and Snooky. Our beloved dog. Alright. Well, we only got pictures of... bird calls.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal.
I don't remember we have to play this
Red-tailed
sound.
hawk.
We have not seen a red-tailed hawk yet.
Western tanager.
Are we supposed to record stuff for him? I've forgotten already. Beyond, like, what we're doing. Pictures. Oh, she keeps this stuff in here. Some birds are flying away. Check with red to see what I'm doing wrong. Pump's not working. Fix or prime a pump. Need to find water to prime the pump to make it work. See if there's any bottled water in the kitchen. Pour drinking water into the top of the pump to prime it. When working with valves, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Now they have the cassette player. Pictures of birds. Listen to the birds on the tape he gave me and then take photos of them. Seems simple enough, I hope. Alright, so let's go... map. Tree stump. We need to take a right, and then a left, and then a right. Left. This one runs away from us, right?
Darn, it flew
Yeah.
away.
Yep. We need camouflage. Alright, this way. What do we do when we get to the log? We need to take a right. And then a left. And then a left. Wait. Here we go. Alright, let's go get some water from the kitchen. Probably some in here. To prime the pump. There it is. Okay. Is our bucket still down there? Yeah, okay, cool. Water, and then we'll test it, and then we'll take it back to Ranger Acres.
I don't need water right now.
What? Oh, I know. We have to put the test tube on it. Okay, just take it. Nancy just wasting contaminated water. There we go. Nancy, everyone always needs water, right? Even contaminated water. Except those who are drowning. That's right. Alright, let's fix the floor over here. See if we have enough. 1, 2, 3. Great. Genius. Ooh, double hydrates. That's a professional job if I've ever seen one. Water is very important. That's the girl drinking the Dr. Pepper Zero. Alright, well. Now we can look at the sign. We both have the same joke. I don't know if we can do this yet. Because we saw the poem. I think if we couldn't do it,
Stuck.
it would.
I
Oh, we
need
need
some
to.
sandpaper.
Okay, never mind. But this one, Lucy goes to the right because she's spring, and Xander goes to the back. Leaky needs to face forward, so we're gonna need this sandpaper. I don't remember what the clock does for us. Oh, that just shows us what it is. This one is birds. This one is the swans. Yeah, that just shows us what they are. This one is the leaves in the tree, so then it matches up with the poem. Yeah. This one is supposed to be fall. It's supposed to be deer, even though it looks like swans. And I think that's where you get the, yeah, that's where you get, see the swans here. On the walls, there's the designs. There's the tree. There's the deer. Alright. Let's go back to, Ranger Acres. Since we have the water. And we need sandpaper. Let's go to M first. I think she's the one that has the sandpaper.
Howdy, Nancy.
Any word from Tucker, what's his name? He hasn't been by to move that tree yet.
I'll give him another call. But like I said, the man marches to the beat of another drummer. A very slow drummer.
I mean, that's literally the South.
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw
Everyone
prints.
is so slow.
I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Oh, Matthias.
Can't say as it does.
Can't say as it does.
I need to buy something.
You want it, I got it. As long as you pay cash, that is.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing
Yep.
as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things
I
around
need
here that could
sandpaper.
use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
I've disturbed
my
him enough
God.
already. Would anyone else around here have some?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
Keep
All
on
right.
trucking.
Let's go over to... Look at this plate with this dog in the middle. I don't think I noticed that before. I want that plate. You know what there should be? There should be Ghost Dogs of Moonlight plates where it's got the picture, like it's got the dog face in the middle, and then the border is like whatever border, like the trees, the swans, the deer, the other thing. Like it should be like whatever goes with each dog. That would be cute. Her Interactive. They need to sell dishes, kitchen supplies. Merch idea. I'll have to hit them up. You guys should think about some plates. The dog's still not there.
You're back.
Sad.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People
Just
have
wanna pet the
buried there.
dog.
Beyond that, what's to know?
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
The inscription on one of the tombstones reads Waldo Matthias. Does that name ring any bells?
I think he shows up
Not
for a
in
little
my
bit.
steeple.
Yeah. So sad.
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
There he is. He wasn't there a second ago. Oh. Buddy. Look at his little treats in his bone.
You're back.
Noticed you have a dog. Nancy's like, so, you have a dog.
I noticed you have a dog.
That's Yogi,
Yogi.
who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
So cute. Do you have any other dogs?
Do you have any other dogs?
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking
And it's
and
just like,
attacking
no, I
houses.
just like dogs. Just want to
Thanks for
see
all
more.
your help.
Not a problem.
Okay. So now we gotta go talk to Red. Get the sandpaper. And also talk to him about the birds. Gotta go make it nighttime. And I should probably save my game. Dogs are cool, but you got any cats? Can confirm there are no cats in this game. Sadly. Alright, let's go make it PM. And then let's save our game so I don't forget to do that. Let's look at our save files. Acres, sus. Got 5 birds. Baldo. Secret passage map. No respect. Buggy night times. And rats. We are going to save over this one. We're gonna put got any cats? Question mark. Literally unplayable. That's true. You can't play this game, Archon. Sorry. Also, hi. I forgot to say hi to you. Save. Yes. Okay, done. Continue. Alright, let's go talk to, what's his face? Peeping bird watching Tom.
You find all the birds?
I found some.
I found some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's
Oh.
what you're doing wrong.
Yep.
You need to blend in,
We need
like
some
me.
We need some
Go
camo.
back over to M's tacky tourist trap and get yourself some camouflage
M's
gear.
tacky
Only
tourist
sensible
trap.
thing
Oh
that
my
money
God.
grubber carries.
Okay.
I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was
Oh,
just
thank
about to
God.
call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good heavens, no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth
his
was my
dog.
dog.
Had no
Border
patience.
collie. She'd hear
His
a
wife is not
meadowlark,
alive
and
anymore.
by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as
Do
close
many
to
people around here
smiling
own
as
dogs? It
ever a
seems
dog
like it.
could.
There's a lot of dogs around here.
Was she the only dog you ever had?
Yep. Wouldn't be worth the hassle anymore. Especially now that I'm retired and spend so much time at Moon Lake. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
All right. Let's go sand our things. Sand this.
It's stuck.
Sandpaper's for Nancy. God. Yay! Oh, she automatically took out her flashlight too. I got a picture. Oh.
It could be mice making that sound.
Probably.
It looks like a tiny hole.
I don't think we have any. We have a mask. I don't have any gloves though.
What's the combination?
I don't know. What does it say? MM pinched. When was he taken? I wonder if it's gonna let us enter it if we haven't read it. I'm always interested. Some Nancy games just don't do that. Oh, that's a reset button. I don't know if this is the right number or not. It is.
I bet those were deer mice.
Yep. We can't pick this up though, because we don't have gloves. Unless there were gloves with this.
Better be careful. Better be careful.
Oh, okay, never mind. Let's close it. We gotta get gloves. There's probably gloves in the kitchen. It's probably where we get them from.
William Akers? I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
Thoughts on thuggery. The truth about Mickey Malone as told by his most trusted employee, William Akers. Mr. Malone has never spent a night in jail, and he never will, said William Akers. And you know why? Because he's just an ordinary Joe trying to run an ordinary business. He said this with such conviction that for a moment, this reporter honestly thought Akers was talking about somebody other than Mickey Malone, the notorious gangster. But I was standing on the porch of Malone's getaway home at Moon Lake, having bushwhacked through thick brush from the east side of the lake to avoid detection and possible eviction by his bodyguards. And I was talking to the man who, according to the police, is the only person Malone trusts. Well, I'm concerned. Let him go, boys. I don't know. I see him every day, Akers went on. He doesn't deserve all the grief you newspaper hacks give him. He's a rich man because his laundromats are fine establishments and people like to wash their clothes there. All this talk about him being a bootlegger is just plain hogwash. When I asked if I could talk to Malone, Akers said Malone was out walking. Like I said, he's an ordinary guy who likes to do ordinary things. When I asked him if I could wait for him, he said, "What for? Anything you want to know about Mickey Malone, I could tell you. I've worked for him for 15 years." When I said all I wanted was the truth, he said, "Then you're in luck because that's what I just told you. And now I suggest you leave. Mickey's a swell guy, but he's got these 4 big dogs, see, and sometimes they don't mind so good." I took the hint and left, but as I struggled through the brush back to get back to my car, I realized something. Akers hadn't told me about the truth about what Mickey Malone did. I knew that, but he had told me an important truth when it came to what Mickey Malone was. Someone who had at least one extremely loyal employee. I ask you, good citizens of Philadelphia, how many so-called legitimate businessmen can say the same thing? Hey, look at this. Reflections on Houdini, Master Magician. Alright. I don't think there's anything else for us to look at down there. Right? Like right now? We can't look at the barrels. Ooh, it's dark. It's so dark. You know what? Let's call... Put this back. Let's call Sally. 1 5 5 5 5 5 3 8 9. Oh, crap. We left the phone. 1 2 1 5 5 5 5 5 3 8 9. We clicked away.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, hi. How's it going?
Tell me about the run-ins you've had with Jeff Akers. You know, the park ranger?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me.
Okay.
Any idea why not?
All I know is whenever he sees me, he always finds a reason to give me a hard time.
Do you have any idea why Ranger Akers gives you a hard time?
Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming Super Ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the Parks Department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Are you aware that you're the proud owner of your very own cemetery?
Yes. When the realtor told me there was a cemetery on the property, I went, ugh. But when I saw how far from the house it was and how small it was, I decided I could live with it, as it were.
So you didn't go out there much?
No.
Talk to you later.
Keep me posted.
Okay. All right. I can't remember if there are gloves. Yeah, there they are. There they are. Okay. Let's turn around and go back down. We need the gloves to get that book. Okay. Journal. William Akers.
Speakeasy.
Today, Mickey went to prison, but when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs. And when the time came to do their tombstones like he told me, then he whispered to me to look under the Victrola in the speakeasy at Moon Lake. He said I'd find a map to the gold he stole 2 years ago. Then they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that. Poor Mickey. How's a guy who never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down he knows he's never coming home. Anyway, I looked under the Victrola and found the map. The problem is there's nothing on it except a bunch of lines and the words, "The dogs will lead the way." There's no X marking the spot or directions on nothing, but I need money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months, so I'm going to pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole-in-the-floor gold heist. He always said that the less I knew, the healthier I'd stay, but according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off of a moving train right under the noses of about a dozen Pinkertons. Mickey must have greased somebody's palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of the boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. Then when the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The papers said altogether they weighed around 600 pounds. The question is, did Mickey hide them in one place or did he spread them around? He must have buried them, but where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go to the gold if you say the right word. I'm going to try saying gold to them tomorrow and see what happens. I've said every word I can think of to all the dogs, but they haven't led me anywhere except around in circles. I spent the last month following them around. First Xander, then Vitus, then Lucy. I don't have to follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. Hi, Lame. So it looks like I'm gonna have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. A month ago, I started working as a handyman over in Lewistown to make ends meet. Sorry. So even though I stop by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I can only look for the gold at night. I dug all around under the porch but didn't find nothing. I marked the porch on the map with a big I for Iggy because that's the place he always leads me. I was so busy digging last Tuesday night that I almost wasn't there when my son was born. We're calling him Joe. His big sister is real happy. She says baby Joe is just like the dolly she's always wanted, but we could never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe neither. I keep writing to Mickey asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. I'll just have to keep digging. Leavenworth Prison, Leavenworth 48, Kansas. Now I spend all my free time digging in the woods. I dig around everything that could be a landmark. Logs, rocks, trees, stumps, but I never find nothing. Plus I keep getting lost. The paths look so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. So last Sunday I memorized the way to the cemetery. Even though Mickey never allowed the dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold because I've looked everywhere else I can think of and got nowhere. Last week I found out that Mickey changed the passcode to the spigots in the speakeasy. This got my hopes up because the way I figured it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me unless he was hiding something? But when I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find nothing in the tunnel that opened up that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those dogs of his, I'll never understand. I give up. Mickey's dead, and so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer over in Harrodsburg, and I'm gonna take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far, and it's high time Callie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here, maybe because who knows, maybe someday I'll suddenly remember something. Mickey said, and it'll finally hit me where he hit the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all. But in the meantime, I've got my family. They're what's important. They're treasure enough.
The dogs will
And
lead
then we
the
have
way.
this.
I wonder what that means.
All right. Okay. Okay, we need it to be daytime. Okay. We need to go get camo and talk to Ranger Acres.
Howdy,
Maybe this
Nancy.
is where we get to organize soda. To make a long story short, I need some camouflage gear.
To make a long story short, I need some camouflage gear.
Got some right over here. One size fits all. But I'm running kind of low on bait. So if you go out
this
and
is
get
the bug
me,
thing.
say a dozen little critters, I'll give you the camos.
You got a deal. So, what kind of bait do you need?
Worms, spiders, beetles, grubs. Anything that wriggles on its belly'll do. Just look under stuff. Rocks, logs, dead leaves. Should be able to find 12 in no time.
Okay.
Hunting for critters isn't illegal, is it?
Things ain't quite that bad around here. Least not yet. Now, if Jeff Akers' daddy was still around, you might get arrested for cruelty to animals or some such nonsense. Joe Akers used to be the deputy sheriff. Real critter lover, that one was.
Joe Akers is Jeff's father?
That's right.
I found an old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an article on Mickey Malone. It really got my
Who's the-
curiosity
oh, that's the critter
going.
box.
What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this historical museum thing going out at that ranger station of his.
I found this picture in Sally's house. Do you recognize anybody?
I'm guessing the guy's Mickey Malone, but I don't know who's that lady. Sounds like a case for our
I don't
resident
know who's that
know-it-all
lady.
Ranger Akers.
Do you know anything about the gold that Mickey Malone supposedly buried somewhere on his property?
All I got to say about it is, if there really was a bunch of gold buried somewhere and nobody ever found it, it's for darn sure nobody ever will. Not with them
It's
dogs
for
up
darn
there.
sure.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
It's like she made up a whole new word. For darn sure. Alright. Let's go talk to Ranger Akers.
You're back.
Where's Yogi?
Where's Yogi?
In the run.
The
out
important
back.
questions.
Even out of sight, he's under my full control, as park rules require.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
The article mentioned that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time. If you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids that I've put together?
Let's ask some more questions.
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went
Speaking
to
of
prison?
questions,
Fortunately for Moon Lake,
We have
they all
more.
left and went their separate ways.
these are like the quests in Dreamlight Valley. Nancy asks one question and then comes up with 5 more she could ask.
Have you gotten the results back from that water sample I left with you?
I meant to call the Department of Health today for a status report, but frankly, I've been way too busy.
Sounds like Moon Lake could use 2 rangers.
If I were in charge of just 10 more acres of parkland, they'd give me an assistant, and I could devote more time to the acquisition of more land and eventually put Moon Lake on the map as one of the biggest, most popular parks in the
So
state.
it would be helpful for him if no one owned that house.
Why didn't the Parks Department buy the Malone property instead of Sally?
She outbid them, the cheapskates.
Well, if those dogs scare Sally away for good, other people are bound to think twice about buying the place. The bank will lower its price, and you'll have your land.
You're insinuating things again, Miss Drew.
I didn't mean to insult you. In fact, is there anything I can do to help you out?
Tell you what, if you're serious about making amends, there's some boxes by the computer labeled with dates. They're from the estate of a local history buff.
Oh, here we go.
She kept everything
Roman
from
numeral
newspaper clippings
time.
to old photos to recipes for apple crisp. She put everything in envelopes, then numbered them by year using Roman numerals. Just put the envelopes in order by year with the earliest date in front. Oh, and if you're rusty on Roman numerals, there's an entry on them in the computer.
I hope I don't get distracted. Apple crisp sounds good right now.
Don't go reading anything until you're through, or take my word for it, you'll never get finished.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I recently found out that William Akers had a son.
All right, all right. William Akers was my grandfather.
That was quick. And you didn't want anyone.
And you don't want anyone to know that.
It's not exactly something
He's like, I don't want
I'm proud
anyone to
of.
know.
My father
my
spent his whole life
past
trying
family
to make
members
people
broke
forget what my
rules.
grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
Did William Akers ever say anything about the cemetery behind Malone's house?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew.
Oh my
In
God.
case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, let's do the Roman numeral task.
Let's see.
Beep.
Jeff said the envelope with the earliest date
Okay.
goes down in the front
I
of each
do
box.
have M is 1,000. So we're looking for 1900 to 1912. So this one would be 1,000. Ooh, no, actually, okay. This is 10 off of 50, 41. This is 41, right? And then this just means that that's 900. So 1,941. So that will belong over here. This is 1,000. This is 19. They're all 19. 11. So that belongs in here. 1915. So that one goes over here. This is 1913. So that goes right here. That would be the earliest. Oh, and then it would be 14, 15, 17. Is there another one? Oh, wait. One of those is wrong. Hang on. This is 1910, so this one goes in here. This is 1915. This is 1904. We're gonna put that one on the top. And 10, I'm gonna put, he said earliest on the bottom. This is 11, and this is 1910. This is 1904. And this is 1900. Is there one that has... Okay, what is this one? $10 off of C. 90. 1997. Yeah. 51. 1951. That would go in here somewhere. 19, this is 10 off of 50, 1945. That would go on the top. 1908. Okay, so this one's done. This one's done. Box one is good. Cool. Okay, then we have 13. 25. That would go over here. This is 20. So this would go on the bottom. What is this one? 10 off of 50, 41. Oh, that one does go over here. We're going to put it like, that's 45. We're going to put 41 right there. This is 50. What is this one? 50, 10? $1960. We have 51 right there. This is 1914. So 13, 14, 15, 17. 19. This one's good. This is 1970. Correct. This is 25. This is 39. 45. 41. Okay, I think this one goes here. And that's 32, so that one goes
Now
here.
that they're all sorted,
There
I
we
can
go.
do some reading.
Yay. Look how fast that was. Okay. All right, what do you want to read? This one. The Lewistown Gazette. Is a gangster about to become Moon Lake's newest resident? Rumors are flying thick and fast that Mickey Malone, a self-proclaimed captain of industry with far more ties to gamblers and smugglers than to legitimate businessmen, is building a house on the north shore of Moon Lake. My elementary decided to teach Roman numerals extensively for some reason. This game is the reason why I know them better. The rumors started last June when the 10-acre property on which the house is being built was purchased by Philadelphia Duds & Suds, a company owned by Malone, which is widely believed to be merely a front for his criminal undertakings. Secrecy have shrouded the project ever since. Construction began in October. Of last year. 4 men and a locked gate block the driveway leading to the site. Unauthorized persons and vehicles are summarily turned away. Day and night, security guards patrol the heavily wooded lakefront property. Several large trucks strategically parked obscure any and all views of the site from the water. Even the workmen have been sworn to silence. When asked if Mickey Malone was indeed building a home on the Moon Lake, Waldo Matias, the agent spearheading the Department of Justice's investigation of Malone, or Matthias. I don't remember how Nancy pronounced it. The agent spearheading the Department of Justice's investigation of Malone's activities had only this to say: if he is, I suggest he live it up while he can, because the place we're going to be sending him to ain't on no beach, and he's going to be there for a real long time. Mr. Malone could not be reached for comment. Surprise, surprise. Not a shock. Okay. That was this one. What's in this one? Gangster nabbed at Moon Lake residence. Mickey Malone arrested right at his luxurious Moon Lake property. Mickey Malone, a Philadelphia businessman, long considered to be by police to be a bootlegger and a racketeer, finally felt the sting of the sword of justice. Oh, the sting. The string. It should say swing. The sword of justice. When he was arrested this morning at his house on Moon Lake. Careful to keep Malone's attack dogs at bay, agents from the Internal Revenue Service and the Department of Justice raided the lakefront home at dawn, catching Malone and his henchmen completely by surprise. Within seconds, Malone was handcuffed, wearing only an overcoat over his pajamas. He was swept out the door and into a waiting car. He was driven directly to Philadelphia, where he was jailed on charges of tax evasion and conspiracy to violate prohibition laws. The police had been wise to Malone's criminal activities for years, but 3 previous attempts to incarcerate him failed miserably when Malone's shadowy associates, through bribes and threats, forced prosecution witnesses to recant their stories. This time, federal agents intend to rely on ledgers and tax returns to prove their case. Since 1927, when it was determined that even income gained through illegal means is taxable, authorities have been eager to use this ruling to make thugs like Malone pay for their crimes. Mickey Malone's been making us look like fools for a long time, declared Bureau of Investigation Agent Waldo Matthias. We'll figure it out when someone says it again. But today, the good guys finally got the last laugh. Malone loudly and repeatedly proclaimed that he did nothing wrong as he was led to jail. However, his protestations of innocence ended abruptly when, apparently not wishing to be photographed in his pajamas, Malone took a swing at the press photographer. He was quickly subdued. Alright. The Bellefonte Star, War Takes. Philadelphia mobster dies in Leavenworth. Michael Mickey Malone died yesterday of liver failure in the federal penitentiary at Leavenworth, Kansas, at the age of 52. Born in Newark, New Jersey in 1889, Malone owned and operated Philadelphia Duds and Suds, a chain of laundromats and dry cleaners that allowed him to disguise and disperse the money he made as a racketeer. Compared to other gangsters, Malone kept a relatively low profile. His desire for privacy was enforced by 4 large dogs who never left his side. Although he was rumored to be involved in everything from rum running to gold heists, he never spent a single night in jail until he was arrested in 1932 for tax evasion. He was convicted the following year and was sentenced to 8 years in federal prison. He died just 2 months before he was scheduled to be released. Wait, let's make sure we don't need to look at this is the apple pie recipe. Dragon ban is a drag. For Pennsylvania treasure hunter. There's gold in them there sandbars. At least that's been the experience of Emily Griffin, owner of M's Emporium on Moon Lake in central Pennsylvania. For the past 10 years, she's been dragging a heavy net back and forth along the bottom of the lake, uncovering and bringing to the surface relics from the 1920s. I've dredged up everything from diamond tiaras to skeleton keys to full bottles of French cognac. Just blows my mind what those people would drop back then and never bother going back for. She was referring to the wealthy guests of gangster Mickey Malone, who built a home on the lake in 1925, and threw large ruckus, is that how you say it? Ruckus parties almost every weekend because his guests would travel to and from the house by boat. Personal items are lost overboard with great frequency. Miss Griffin estimates that she has made close to $20,000 selling her finds to antique hunters and tourists, but last week her windfall came to an end. The county in which Moon Lake is located passed an ordinance making the recovery of objects from the lake bed illegal. The ban arose from the fact that the bottom of Moon Lake is composed of unusually fine sand. When disturbed, it clouds the water, sometimes for days, posing a threat to the aquatic plants and fish that otherwise thrive there. Park Ranger Jeff Akers, who oversees the state park surrounding the lake, initiated the ban. The eco-balance of Moon Lake is simply too delicate to ignore, he contends. But Miss Griffin begs to differ. The whole thing's just plumb ridiculous, she says. You know what all that stuff down there is doing right now? It's rusting, rotting away, polluting the water. Heck, by getting it out of there, I'm doing the county a favor. Unfortunately, the county doesn't see it that way, and it appears that Miss Griffin will have to abandon what has become a pleasantly profitable hobby. Oh, I don't know, she shrugs. I can still sell the stuff that washes up on shore, and that happens, especially after a good storm, so I may be down, she says, eyes twinkling, but I ain't necessarily out. Money won't get flushed down this toilet. Watch the Septics Roadshow. Ew. Did we get the recipe? We didn't get to see an apple pie recipe. How disappointing. Alright, well, we helped him. So...
I apologize for my previous behavior.
Oh my god.
As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
Okay. So much. We have so many
What
questions.
can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far
We
as
actually
I know,
probably
it
are
doesn't
going to have to
exist.
split this game up into two
It's
streams.
just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
I don't think I'll be able to finish it all tonight. What? We had so many questions.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Why can't we ask more?
You're back.
Oh, thank God.
Did your grandfather ever find any gold on Malone's property?
If he did, he never spent it. He wasn't poor when he died, but he certainly wasn't rich.
I finished putting all those envelopes in order.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Drew. And to show my gratitude, I've got something for you.
It doesn't involve Roman numerals, does it?
It doesn't involve Roman
Is
numerals,
it the apple
does
pie
it?
recipe?
No, it's an honorary Junior Park Ranger pin. I keep them on hand so I can give them out to children whom I see demonstrating respect for park rules and regulations. A little bit of positive reinforcement. Unfortunately, I don't get to give them out that often.
Oh,
This is like-
gee, thanks, Ranger Acres.
So exciting. I learned about Roman numerals and all I got was this Moon Lake Ranger pin.
I've been trying to take pictures of birds for this guy named Red. Ever met him?
Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good evening. All right, stay away from him. He seems pretty harmless.
He seems pretty
Only
harmless
because we're
to me.
answering the
He's
second
a fanatic.
options.
He's got it in his head that Moon Lake would be the best birdwatching venue in the world except for one thing. Too many people. Believe me, if there was a way to get this park shut down and all the homes on the lake torn down, he'd do it in an instant.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Well, do you have any more questions?
You're back.
No. Okay,
Thanks
cool.
for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Just making sure. Because he's going to find the number for us for Vivian. And we got to get her water. Let's see if we have anything else to say to her. Oh, no, we got to do the bug thing for her. We have to get 12. I just want to see if we have anything else we can say to her while we're here.
Nice Junior Park Ranger pin. You must really be on Acres' good side.
Guess I'll see you later.
Keep on trucking.
Okay. Time to go hunt some bugs. I think some of them we have to get at nighttime too. Which is not a fun time exploring the woods at nighttime. I feel like there's one. Yay, there's one. Two. Hooray. Well, we got two. I wasn't fast enough to get the third one. Alright, let's go hunt some bugs. Just gonna wander around. Till we see more things to look for bugs next to. Oh wait, can we go over here? Can we look under this rock? No. Ew. Gross. Ooh. There's no more under there. Where's the other one? I hear it. Oh, we almost missed another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Corey. How are you? We are hunting bugs in a Nancy Drew game. Trying to get all the bugs for, Emily. Okay, we got that one. I know we're going to have to come back here at nighttime. If I remember correctly, there's some that we can't get during the day. Wait. Did we get this rock? Oh, we did. That's where we get the worms the first time. It's a bunch of rocks. This game looks so familiar. Honestly, it's very nostalgic for a lot of people. Ew, that's a big one. Anything under here? Nope. It was made... I don't remember when Ghost Dogs came out. Does anybody know in chat? I think this is game number 7 or 8. Okay, now I'm definitely like a little bit lost. Let's go pull up my map in a second. Nope. No point because he's not gonna come to us. Nope. We gotta get the camo before he'll come hang out with us. Okay, we definitely got turned around. Let me find another, identifier, another thing. And I can figure out where we are. Okay, there's a log. Let me pull the map up. There's a log right here, but we could be at this log. Let's go to the left and see. Oh, okay, we're at that log. Okay, let's turn around. We need to go back around, and then when we come to this, we need to take a left. Take a left. Okay. And then we need to go straight across to the fallen tree. And then we need to go to the right. Did we do this log already? Okay, nothing under that one. Let's go straight, just to make sure there's nothing over here that we can lift. Okay, no. Let's take the right. Here's the raincoat, or not the rain, the scarf thing. I think we take a right. It's another dead end. Go back. Go straight. And then, so we've gone this way, yellow ribbon, we've gone this way. Let's go to the right. Oh, yep, there's another, we haven't explored under there. Okay. Go this way. We've come back over here. We want to go straight. Let's go forward and then to the right. We can't take that one's picture. And then we'll go this way. There's the tree stump. I think there's some near the graveyard, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But I guess only at nighttime. Okay, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. We need 5 more? I think she said 12. So I believe we have to come back at nighttime to get the rest of them. Oh, that's the wrong way. This way. There's the log from the scarf. We're gonna take a right, get to the fallen tree, take a left. The left. This way? Okay. I don't know if there's any... I don't remember if there's any, like rocks over here. I don't think so. That we can, like, look at. No. Alright, let's do... Let's call Sally. Because maybe she's got some information. 8, 9. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, hi. How's it going?
Were you ever told that Mickey Malone supposedly buried a small fortune in gold bullion somewhere on your property and that it has yet to be found?
Is this a joke?
Nope.
It's probably just a rumor, but on the off chance that it isn't, do you have any idea where he could have hidden
Nancy,
it?
like she would know.
No. Could it be true?
It could be, yes. But even if it is a rumor, it seems kind of odd that no one around here ever mentioned it to you.
How did you
Right.
hear about it?
I found the journal of a man named William Akers in a safe in your cellar. He was one of Malone's closest associates. Ever hear of him?
Never.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Bye. Alright, let's go sleep. Because we've got to not only talk to... Actually, I don't know if we have to talk to Red about anything. We do have to come back out at nighttime to look for bugs. I do know that. Much fun as that is. We have to go back in the woods, in the dark, looking for bugs. Yep, you hear him? A glowworm. About right here. Nope. Anything? Nope. Let's go. Let's go this way. Is there a bug around here somewhere? Sounds like there is. Alright, the fallen tree. We're gonna go straight. See if we can find anything. Nope. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, now we need to go to the left. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. Log, we could go straight. I don't think there's anything. Okay, there's nothing over there. Let's take the right. Take this right. Nothing there. Go straight. Go this way. Anything under here? Nope. And nothing there. Nothing there. Yay. Okay, wait, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have all of them. Hooray. This way. Tree stump. Take a left. Take a right. Log, take a right and then left of the fallen tree. Okay. Got it. Yay for getting all the bugs. I don't think we have to talk to Red, but let's just go double make sure that we don't have to.
How's the bird watching coming along?
We do. We have
Mickey
things
Malone
to say to
supposedly
him.
buried a bunch of
Good thing
stolen
we went
gold
to
bars
talk
on
to
his
him.
property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
Ever hear of a man named William Akers?
I know an extremely annoying park ranger named Jeff Akers, but I've never heard of any William Akers.
See you in a while.
Shh, down a notch. Remember.
Okay. Oh. We should save also. Bug hunting. Yes, we want to replace that game. Done. Continue. Alright, we need daytime now. AM. So we can go back to M and say we got your bugs. Please give us some camo so we can get the rest of the birds.
Hey, Nancy, how's the bait finding coming along?
Got him right here.
Well, now, you done all right for a city gal. Here
We
you go.
did.
Hope whatever you're hiding from
Ooh,
won't
that
catch
looks
you.
so
How you
nice.
holding up?
Guess I'll see you later.
Always a pleasure.
Oh my god. Now we can definitely get 2 more in the forest during the day. I feel like the very last one is the like hawk or whatever, and we have to get it at night maybe. I can't remember when. It's like near the house or something. Bedtime for me. Enjoy, Nancy. Bye, Banshee. Thank you for being here. Oh, Banshee, I have points. Before you leave, really quickly, it was just 2 people. Kiwi got 25 and Heartless got 25, I think, right? Yeah. Kiwi and Heartless. Yeah. It was at the beginning of the stream. Kiwi and Heartless each got 25. Thank you. And have a good night. Have a good sleep. Tell Alex good night. Okay. Let's go talk to him. Let's look at the dog first. He's so cute.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
Yay.
You are incredible, Ranger Akers. What did you find out?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las
Vivian
Vegas,
Whitmore.
and her number is 702-555-9137.
Okay. I'm also going to erase those off my list since I just gave them to Banshee, so I don't accidentally forget. Okay. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to go that much longer. I'm probably going to go just like midnight.
Sorry to bother you again, but did those results from the
And
water
we'll play
test come
Nancy
in
again
yet?
next week.
There's something here for you from the State Department of Health.
Do not drink or use the water
Oh my
from your
gosh,
well.
Not only is the water bad, but it seems like the well may have been contaminated deliberately.
Ooh. Bum bum bum.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions without proof, Ms. Drew. I'm sure there's a far less melodramatic explanation.
Sure.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a
Sure.
problem.
All right. Let's see if we can get the pictures of the 2 birds that we're missing. We'll at least do that before we have to end the stream. And then we'll find someone to raid. Then we'll be back again with more Dreamlight Valley next week. And then we'll play Nancy next week too, to finish out Ghost Dogs. I can't remember if Nancy can see the top of the house or not yet. I don't think she can. No. Alright, let's is it time to get locked in the shed? No. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, let's go back out and find those birds. Which ones were we missing? So there's yellowbird, bluebird, yellowbird, orangebird, redbird. What do we have? Oh, I don't think I can look at it. Alright, let's go. I think it was the redbird, right? And then maybe orange? Or was it a yellowbird? So we probably want to take a left. At the log, go straight. Okay. Here we go. Here's one. Oh, it's another yellow bird. We have to get another yellow one. So, yellow bird here. Yellow bird over here. I feel like it's the one near the cemetery that we can't. So back to the fallen log, take a left. At the yellow ribbon, take a left. fallen tree, take a left. Take a left. Yellow ribbon, take a left. Left again. So a bunch of lefts. Oh, I hear it. It's over here. That's the one we're missing. Yay! The last one is the hawk, and it's not in the woods. Is it? No, it's right, left. Okay. It's like, I feel like it's either on top of the house or in this tree over. Oh no, I think it's in the tree or something. It's like around here somewhere. Okay. Let's call Vivian. 1-702-555-9137.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
That's
right.
I found it in the cellar of Mickey Malone's old house on Moon Lake.
Moon Lake. Talk about your fond memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey
I want to know who does the voice of
respected me for that.
Vivian.
I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
I found a safe in the cellar there.
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. He was a guy who worked for Mickey.
I wonder if they have that listed. No.
Did all Malone's employees have their own safes?
Not hardly. Mickey treated most of his employees like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, trusted him. And when Willie decided he wanted his own safe, Mickey said, "What the hey?" No one knew the
What the
combination,
hey?
not even Mickey. Mostly because Willie was constantly changing it. He was a little paranoid and superstitious. Well, as I recall, he picked the most unlucky number he could think of and used that for the combination. He called it a reverse jinx.
What can you tell me about Malone's speakeasy?
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did,
stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using two main ingredients, concrete and secrecy.
I feel like we
Mickey
call
always
her
bragged that
again,
nobody could
maybe,
get
and
in
that's
unless
in
he wanted them in, and
we
I do
hear
believe he was right.
Eustacia.
Tell you what, if you sent me that picture of me and Mickey,
Or she talks
I'll
about
send
it.
you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him, inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
That was the name Akers used too. What else can you tell me?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Okay.
Did he ever say anything to you about a map?
Yes. He said he was making a treasure map and that... the dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think! He said he was making a treasure map, and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I just figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name? Iggy. I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
It's been fun talking to you.
I'll be suing you.
Okay. I'm gonna save. Alright. We made a lot of progress though. I don't feel like we could definitely beat it in one more stream. Oh wait. Save. I didn't even change the name. I'm gonna put today's date because I'm definitely gonna forget which of the save files I need to go back to. Yes. Well, at least do that with the last save file we do before we end stream. Okay, let me switch back over. Exit. Okay. And let's go on a raid. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, y'all. It was fun. I'll be back again next week. I'm not sure when. Again, I kind of make my schedules. I have to look at Mod's schedule to see what's going on with him. So I will make it. I'll post it. Make sure you're in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, here's the link. All you have to do is once you get in there, read over the rules and make sure that you react to them. That's where I post my up-to-date schedule, and that's where I post my most up-to-date, like if things change or anything like that, it's always going to go to Discord first. I do also post on my socials, like Twitter and Instagram and things like that. So that's my link site right there. If you want to click on it, you can make sure you're following me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, like they're all there. So yeah, and that's where I also post like special links for games that I'm promoting and stuff like that. But that's where you can find on my socials. So I normally, any schedule changes, I post them on Discord, and then I'll post them on like Twitter and Instagram. So just make sure you're following all of those. Yeah, and then next time we will play Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then we will also play some more Nancy next week. Let's see who we can go raid. And also, here are the raid messages. If you're not a subscriber, copy this one with the hearts. If you are a subscriber, copy the one with the mama emotes. And let's see. Let me see who's on. Oh, you know what? Let's go. Yeah, let's go over to... Hold on. Let me make sure nobody else is playing. Okay, let's go over to Sparkly. Let me see how long Sparkly's been streaming. They play a lot of similar games to me. We both love a puzzle. Oh, they've been streaming for a long time, but maybe they're still going to be going. Yeah, let's head over to Sparkly. Even if for some reason they raid after, not long after, and they're streaming raid, then you get to go on another raid and discover someone else, which is always fun. All right, let's go raid Sparkly. Post the raid messages in chat. I will see y'all again very soon. I will post the schedule within the next couple days, so keep an eye out for that. And take care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was really fun. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
Something must fit